An action such as a prolonged speech that obstructs progress in a legislative assembly while not technically conflicting the required procedures. The goal is to kill a bill. Filibusters can go on for many hours. The congressman speaks to the other members of the Senate, but he can talk about whatever he or she likes. They could do things such as reading a random book out loud, singing, and playing an instrument. The congressman can fall asleep, but they cannot leave. The congressman doing the filibuster cannot stop talking even if no one is listening and will probably talk for many hours. After a while, the filibuster can call a quorum call. The congressmen that are sleeping must be woken up and have their attendance taken. If 51 or less members are left, the bill dies and everyone can go home. They will continue if more than 51 members are there. The majority party could end the filibuster by a majority vote of 60 votes. John Calhoun was the person who first introduced filibustering in 1841. Filibusters were rare in the 1950s, increased in the 1960s, increased in the 1970s. They were aimed at killing legislators during the 1930s and 1960s when it was associated with civil rights bills. UCA stands for Unanimous Consent Agreement. Since the 1950s, the Senate has done most of its work through unanimous consent agreements. By unanimous consent, senators agree to bring a bill to the floor, perhaps to place some limits on the amendments that may be offered or the length of debate on specific amendments. The nuclear option is a parliamentary procedure that allows the United States Senate to override a rule or precedent by a simple majority of 51 votes instead of by a supermajority of 60 votes. The majority party usually supports this.